This drama is no less than a cricket match. The army is the umpire, Imran is the charismatic captain, and Shehbaz Sharif is the rival player. But now there is a pitch invader too, a spectator who has thrown a googly. I'm talking about the courts. A couple of audio leaks have raised questions about the Pakistani judiciary. One of them features Imran Khan and his spokesperson. Listen to this.
एक आजम साथी से ये भी जरूर बात करो कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी इसके ऊपर वो करें, क्योंकि ये तो बिल्कुल जो इन्होंने किया है ये तो बड़ा मैलिफाइड है।
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर, हम
तो आजम स्वाति का कहना है
जी सर आप बेफिक्र हो जाए। हम
तो ये नहीं, ये क्या कर रहा है ये जो चीफ जस्टिस है, ये तो ऑर्डर लेता है इनसे।
अभी इसने नैब वाले आए, फलाने आए, तो हमने कहा है कि अभी अब सलमान सफदर साहब को मैं उनके बिल्कुल सामने खड़ी हूँ कि भाई आप उनको कहें कि कोर्ट में प्रोड्यूस करें, हमें कोर्ट में लेके आए। ख्वाजा हारिस साहब और उनके मैं बिल्कुल साथ बैठी हूँ कि कोर्ट में प्रोड्यूस करें ना, हम नहीं ऐसे जा सकते। हम कोर्ट के अंदर ही मौजूद है, जिस ये जज के पास आपका लगा हुआ चीफ जस्टिस के पास केस
नहीं, लेकिन ये तो उनसे ऑर्डर लेता है।
You heard Imran Khan. He says the Islamabad High Court's Chief Justice takes orders from them. Is that the army? Or is that Shehbaz Sharif? It's all the same, I guess. Perhaps Imran Khan was too harsh because today the same court granted him bail. It came 24 hours after the Supreme Court did the same. Which brings us to the second leak. This one features a pro-Imran lawyer and a Pakistani journalist. The lawyer correctly predicts what the top court would do. First summon him, then give him bail for the day, and finally refer him to the Islamabad High Court. Now, unless this man had a crystal ball, that's strange. So here's the big question. Did the Imran camp know the Supreme Court would help them? Has the judiciary sided with them? Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif certainly thinks so. This is what he said.
NAB has created genuine cases of corruption against him, but today the courts have become an iron wall to protect him.
There are two possibilities here. One, the courts are just doing their job. I'm not an expert in Pakistani law, but arresting someone who came for a bail hearing is not legally sound, so the courts were bound to question it. Or two, the judiciary is in on it. Wouldn't be the first Pakistani institution to be compromised. The fact is, Pakistan has been divided down the middle. You either support Imran Khan or you oppose him. But do those divisions extend to the army? If they do, this should get interesting. Reports say Imran Khan does have support among soldiers, which is why Rawalpindi tolerated him for so long. Just think about it. Imran Khan called General Bajwa a traitor. He accused the army of toppling his government. That's enough to be exiled or worse. But Imran Khan carried on in his merry way. He was arrested only this week. So perhaps divisions do exist, but are they enough to help Imran Khan? The Pakistani army may have a sinister agenda, but it's by and large a disciplined force. It comes with years of meddling and coups, you could say. The soldiers may have opinions, but they're unlikely to break ranks, at least not over Imran Khan. But in the past, senior officers have gone against orders. Let me tell you what happened in 1977. There were massive protests in Lahore. The army ordered troops to open fire, but 3 brigade commanders refused. They offered to resign, then fire on their own people. The effect was chilling. The army demoted all 3 officers, reduced their pensions, and declared them retired due to fault. Such sentiments are especially true in Punjab. You could call it the backbone of the Pakistani army. Around 65% of all Pakistani soldiers are from Punjab, the province of Punjab. General Asim Munir is the 4th successive Punjabi army chief. So cracking down in Punjab is not easy for the army. It's like firing on their own people. At the same time, standing by could be counterproductive. Though he's a Pathan, Imran Khan is popular in Punjab. Around 1,000 protesters have been arrested from there. That's what makes Imran Khan different. That's why the army lost interest in him. Imran Khan is not used to playing second fiddle, it seems. He likes the spotlight on himself. Just look at the 1992 World Cup campaign. Imran Khan promoted himself and batted in the top order. He also took the final wicket that won them the World Cup. Does that sound like someone who takes orders? Unlikely. Imran, the captain, has heavily influenced Imran, the politician. His man management skills are on full display. Just look at the courts. I'm not saying that they're doing Imran Khan's bidding, but they're not doing the army's either, and that's saying something in Pakistan. The judges could have easily rolled over. Instead, they granted him bail. Imran Khan was banking on that. You cannot capture power in Pakistan without institutional support. He knows that best. But what if those institutions are divided? Well, that's the challenge today. It's a test of Imran Khan's popularity for sure, but it's also a test of the army's patience and power. And now it's time for Vantage Shots, images that tell the story. We start on an inspiring note. Cambodian runner Bu Sam Nang lost a race, but won the hearts of many. She was finishing last in the women's 5,000-meter final at Southeast Asian Games, but determined, she finished the race despite torrential rain. Meanwhile, Swedish climate activists threw red paint on the finance ministry building. They want the government to stop funding fossil fuels. And for Mexican migrants waiting for asylum in the US, it's a case of border divides, but pizza unites. Migrants waiting on the US side of the border order food from restaurants on the Mexican side. And finally, what happened in history today on the 12th of May? The year was 1943. During World War II, a German commander in North Africa surrendered after the famous Battle of El Alamein. The North Africans surprised the German forces with their brute resolve and pushed them out. We're leaving you with these images. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Monday.
This is the film record of the closing stages of the last battle in Africa, where they surrendered in droves. This is nearing the climax of the greatest German setback since Stalingrad. This time the newsreel camera goes over with a number of flying fortresses. This is a very small incident in the non-stop blitzing of Italian targets from North Africa.
Email exchanges from inside the BBC, they talk about the risk of violating Indian laws. It's easier to rake up the freedom of speech debate, but does it give anyone a free pass to knowingly violate the law? America supports India because it needs India's support in return. And India is working with the US because it suits India's interests. This is how geopolitics works. Last night, he diffused a crisis with his defense minister. But today, Netanyahu was confronted with a new problem. His cabinet seems to have rebelled against him. The UK is looking at the Indian subcontinent to fill its coffers. That India seems to be negotiating from a position of power, like a partner and not a former colony.